How hard can a jigsaw with only 16 pieces be? We are about to find out. This is the framed jigsaw. All we need to do is fit this final piece here into the frame. It doesn't seem like it should be that hard, but I feel like I'm going to be very, very frustrated today. We can only work through this gap in the acrylic that you can see here in the center. There's 4 pieces that you can kind of work with at a time. So join me and we'll see just how frustrating and how hard this puzzle really is. So you can see there's this cutout here. So we're gonna have to work with the 4 pieces and then slide the other ones. It comes from Constantin of Germany. I'm just gonna take a couple of the pieces out. You can see the original design though, it says on the frame here, Hajime Katsumoto is the original designer of this one. And I'm assuming we're gonna need to do some sliding, some rearranging of things. I can't actually get those pieces, okay, yeah. So you can see we need to slide these pieces up to get them out to start with. This is a relatively affordable puzzle. It's not too expensive, and I quite like this style of puzzle. It just offers something a bit different. You can see there's several pieces we need to take out here. My first theory would be to take all the pieces out to start with, and then try and work from there. We kind of have to work through this one slightly. So there's 4 pieces that were down in the corner there, all joined together. I can start to remove some more pieces here. Looks like I've got quite a few corner pieces. So if I take them all out, then maybe I can just figure out how to put it together without the frame first, and then take it from there. So 16 pieces, maybe there's lots of solutions to this one. I don't actually know how many there are. Let's just randomly try this. There's definitely going to be no gaps. I did note that when I was having a look at the finished solution. So all these pieces fit pretty nicely into each other. It looks like they've all got the same cut of the pieces in the jigsaw. Maybe this one here. I don't know if we've got anything that will fit into this gap now. No, we don't. So that can't be right. We could do this. And this. So if we had 4 squares that we were trying to make, that would probably make it fairly easy. I definitely have gone wrong here though. Definitely not right. You can see I've got all these straight pieces here. So in the corners we 100% want corners, don't we? Can't really have anything else. So corner pieces in the corners. You've come for the insight here. You've come for the genius insight. All right, we can come down. I'm going to do alternating colors just because I think it looks nicer. I don't know if that's part of the solution or not, but let's go for that. And then obviously we're going to have some other corners that aren't matching. It's not got quite the alternating pattern. I don't know if that has to be the case or not. If I'm doing this, that wouldn't be quite right, would it? So I can flip it over, and that looks pretty nice. So we've got 1 longer section of 8 pieces and 2 smaller sections of 4 pieces each. So if I take that one and put it over here, take this one and dump it over here. This is all too easy, isn't it? Here we go. Nope. So we've got half the puzzle completed. Now we just need to fit these pieces in. This is where things are not going to work. So I'm just hoping I can make enough space to fit this side in, and then, I don't know. I'm going to try and build up an L shape in here. No, I can't do that. This is all based on the principle that I've got my initial shape correct, which I'm feeling may not be the case. Okay, New plan. Here's what I'm going to go for. Try and get the majority of the larger piece in first. Stay there. So it makes sense to get the larger shape in to the frame first, and then we'll try and fit these smaller ones in later. I'm sure you may be shouting at the computer here, seeing something that I'm not seeing. But now there's no piece that can fit in this gap here. So this can't be correct. So if we scrap the idea that it's got to be a checkerboard, then how does it look? Something like that. This is still going almost with the checkerboard theme, just not quite. And then so it seems like that's the only way I can get to make a square. So we just need to fit this in now. So how are we going to do this? Well, if we could have these ones, no. I'm struggling to see how we could fit a we can fit the third piece in, that's okay. So we somehow need to have these ones both pointing up. If we had those ones pointing up, then we can place these ones in so that they're pointing down. So we could have it like this. And this piece will fit in here, but we need to do the same on the other side. So how are we going to do that? Basically what we need to end up with, I think, is the pieces that are going to fit in final. The final pieces to fit in need to have the outer bit facing into the middle. That could slide down, and you could have that one. So that as a solution could be workable. Then we need that kind of works, because then at the end we're going to fit these last few pieces in. Can we make it checkerboard though? Let's see. Like this, and then okay, that's quite nice. Can we make squares out of these ones? So they're all corners, so it should be absolutely fine. Like so. Like so. Okay, can we fit this into the frame? Again, the moment of truth. So let's start with this one. Come down here. Don't quite like that. What I'm going to do is put this white one at the top first. This. Okay. This is looking more positive, right? This has got to be a better option. So now we just need to fit these squares in. So this doesn't seem like it should be too tricky, though we might need to angle the bits a little. Should I complete this one first, like this? Okay. So yeah, I do believe we may have ourselves a solution. This one can fit in here. Oh no. Right, I can solve it, but we've not got a checkerboard pattern. And because I just really want to get a checkerboard pattern and do this properly, I'm going to take these out quickly. I think it's just going to be a case of spinning these around a little bit. Right, let's just very quickly. Okay, sorted out. Now we should be able to do this so it is nicely checkerboard finished. The puzzle is solved. So there we go, Framed Jigsaw is complete. That was over an hour's worth of puzzling. Really cool idea. I love these kind of simple ideas with this constraint. It makes for a much harder puzzle and really more enjoyable. There's a few different ideas you can work through in order to get to the final solution for this one, and a pretty attractive puzzle on top. If you do want to check it out, I'll leave a link as always in the description down below. You can find it over on Crux Puzzles. That's it for today though. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time for more puzzles.